Welcome to the show, everyone. Cam here, and today I want to start with a scenario that plays out in site sheds and corporate offices across the country every single week. Picture this. A forklift operator is working night shift in a warehouse, and through a series of events, they end up getting struck by their own machine, sustaining serious injuries to their right leg. Now, what does the classic old-school safety investigation do? They jump straight to, the operator made an error of judgment. They write a brand new, hyper-specific administrative rule to make sure that exact thing never happens again. They focus on the immediate, superficial errors of the operator instead of looking at the system. But we have to ask ourselves, why did those actions make sense to them at the time? When we patch up problems with convoluted administrative rules, we don't actually create safety. We just build a band-aid of bureaucratic paperwork that creates massive confusion. True systems thinking means we stop trying to fix the last, specific event with a new line in the rulebook, and we start looking at the environment, the pressures, and the tools that guided that person's decisions. If we really want to stop people from getting hurt, we have to shift our focus from blaming the individual player at the sharp end to identifying latent system failures in the game design itself. Think of it like this. If players keep tripping over a hole in the field, you don't keep yelling at them to watch where they're going. You fill in the hole. To do this, we use structured frameworks like ICAM and PEEPO, which stands for People, Environment, Equipment, Procedures, and Organisation. These tools help us map out those sneaky, hidden organisational factors that sit quietly in the background. We're talking about things like poor contract management, sloppy design choices, or incompatible goals, where workers are subtly told to prioritise speed over safety. The uncomfortable truth for executives is that risk isn't some rare monster that suddenly appears out of nowhere during an incident. Risk is traded, managed, and bartered every single day in normal work, long before an event occurs. When we investigate, we have to look at how normal, everyday operations set the stage for things to go wrong. I'm reminded of that great quote by C.S. Lewis. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. We can't rewrite the past, but we can absolutely build error-tolerant systems to shape what happens next. This means moving away from lazy, cheap administrative slogans and choosing high-level engineering and design controls instead. But here is the real kicker. This requires serious leadership courage. Systemic investigation findings often reveal politically sensitive truths. They challenge established corporate narratives, point out deficiencies in project planning, or show that management has been silently tolerating procedural shortcuts to hit deadlines. Accepting those findings is tough, but it's the only way to build real safety. So, next time you're looking at an incident, ask yourself, are you just scolding the player, or are you brave enough to redesign the game? Thanks for tuning into Cam's Corner, folks. I'll catch you next time. And keep asking why until you find the systems that need fixing.